What is up again, guys? Axe here, Ed from Kansas City. This is my most frustrating KVK War of Wonders, or whatever you want to call it. Kingdom versus Kingdom. Oh, it was frustrating, guys. Oh, talk about fat fingers and clicking the wrong buttons. You're going to have it all in this particular video. So, I was going in basically to relieve one of our guys in the base. It's early KVK, so there's plenty of time left. So I was going in just to basically relieve one of our players. We had this base here, and all of a sudden, I couldn't do it for some reason. It wouldn't work. I kept getting bounced back and things like that. And then when I finally got ready to do it, this guy comes. This guy comes here. I'm gonna scoot this over here. This guy comes in and snatches the base as a solo. So here I am. I'm going to try to send. The first thing I'm going to try to send. Um, looks like I'm sending. Look like I got all cavalry, but I got infantry in there. I got infantry familiar in there. Or did I change that? This is just like. Okay, now I think I'm gonna switch it up. I'm putting some buffers in there, but this is really off because I have an infantry familiar in there. Now they was telling me to rally. I started recording after about the second try, guys. So here's the problem right here, guys. Is okay. I'm in a range. I'm in a cavalry wedge. I'm in a cavalry wedge, as you seen. It says I'm in a cavalry wedge. Okay. Ran into a wall. I'm in a cavalry wedge. He's in a range wedge. That's pretty fair. But I'm sending mostly cavalry, but I got that infantry Hugh Hops in there, so the wrong familiar, right? So that was pretty much such a bad mistake. But as I said, I'm rushing, and I am. They want me to rally, but I don't really want to rally a person that's just one person in there. I'd rather try to face him head on if possible. Uh, it says he has 6 full champion pieces. He had on his travel gear, guys. So he was acting like he was in travel gear. But you'll see in this video a few times where I sent one march, sped it up. I use speed ups to make one troop into the base so that I can watch him change back to his regular gear that he would have on. So I was able to kind of like cat and mouse him there, you know, kind of trick him into putting his gear on to see what he's actually wearing. Uh, but my main frustrating thing, guys, I really wish you guys could understand. My main frustration was clicking the wrong buttons, guys. There were so many times I'm trying to click the back button and it doesn't click, or I'm trying to, it's just this phone. I don't know. I like big phones. This is not a big phone. So there's the next hit there, guys, that I sent out. Let's see what that was. There's his gear. I think that was just the time I was trying to trick him, guys. Just to see his gear. Just to see what he has on. So that wasn't a that was a fake attack there. Just so I can see his gear. There he goes, switches back to his travel gear. So here's what he has in here left, guys. And like I said, I started recording after about the second or third hit of trying to, you know, defeat him out of the base. And my crew was talking about do a rally instead, which I don't really want to rally. I want to attack him head up. He has better familiars, I know that, but he's not really in their mix. Maybe mix is not his strongest point. So I want to see if I can push him out with some different type of formation and some different type of phalanx, as well as troops. Because as I said, I started out with sending the first 2 rallies. I think I sent mixed at him. And then I started looking, okay, I said he's stronger in infantry, so I'm going to try to do cavalry. So the part you guys are catching is when I started experimenting or attempting to defeat him in the base with cavalry. But I'm making some fundamental mistakes, not to mention I don't have my talent set. I know that I do need to do that, and I was going to do that. I actually had a video. I started a live video with doing my setting my talents, not my talents, my setting my battalion. But somehow when I was about to do the YouTube video live, it wouldn't allow me to go into the horizontal on my screen and also record my screen. So I was like, oh hell, I'll just do that another day. But I do have my battalion set. It's just set improperly with probably the wrong familiars, as well as some of the wrong familiars, and then all T5, and that's not what I want. So I'm going to try this a couple more times, guys. I'm sending cavalry, but as you guys know, I'm still in my mixed gear. So I'm wearing him. He's losing a few troops at a time, but not much. As you can see right there, all his pack fives there. There he is. He has lowered. I've lowered his range, but he hasn't lost any infantry or cavalry, and he hasn't reset or replaced any of his troops. So he's just depending on what he has in there. So here we go again, guys. Let's see if we can get it right. I think this time we're going to make another mistake going fast. Okay, we get the Hugh Hops out of there, but we don't put in the correct. We don't put in the correct familiars, guys. I still don't have my main cavalry, the rhinoceros or whatever it's called. I don't have that familiar in there. I didn't put him in there. Tripping. And here I am. I am going to change my. I'm going to change my talents, but I'm not going to change my gear. So I messed up again by not changing my gear when I hit, because I'm also trying to use speed ups as well. Try to go as fast as possible. So another mistake. And I'm also trying to make sure that my 50% is still on. And you'll notice in, I think, the next hit or something, I don't even have my attack boost on. He has a 20% attack boost on. So here we go. We used just about all of those. We can go back and get some defense in there because that's all that's left. And I'll put infantry as the remainder, even though I'm only sending cavalry with some fillers. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so we're still in mixed gear. We're gonna do the attack now. I think here we're gonna make a mistake. We're getting cavalry with one army attack, but we got the Hugh Hops in there, guys. Pack 5 familiar in there. So that was horrific, guys. It's like I didn't change my familiar because I'm doing so many things. Now I know you guys have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of comments that you want to critique things. But if you're not really a player, there you go. I'm sending that march out, but that was the wrong right there. That was not correct. I'm checking to see if I have an attack. I got 4 minutes on my attack. That was bad, guys. I still had a familiar infantry familiar in there. Hugh Hops. Bad, guys. Just tripping. Just mental mistakes. But the thing I'm saying is, guys, some of you guys, I know you always like to comment on the video. Some of you comment and don't really listen to the whole video, so you don't really hear what I'm saying sometimes. Some of you will make comments, and I'm like, some other people will come back and correct it and be like, he did say this, or he said this, or you guys will make comments and you're not really looking at the whole video. But all good. My problem was this: I just kept pushing the wrong buttons too many times. That was one thing, and then when you're hasty, when you're rushing, when you're trying to do it as fast as possible, you don't have a lot of time, guys, to sit there setting things up. And of course, that's why you should have your battalion set, your phalanx, your troop comps and all that set correctly. That's true. But if you're not a person that's used to attacking and doing that there, because even some of the better players out there who are normally used to baiting and trapping and attacking, even they send the wrong things sometimes. So there we send this, and I think this time, and you see I'm clicking the wrong buttons, guys. Literally clicking the wrong buttons. And I might have pushed, I don't know what I might have pushed. I might have pushed a pause when I pushed record, but I wasn't trying to click the recording app icon. I was trying to click recalled troops or something like that and messed up. So there you see that there. And I'm thinking that there you see what is left right there. He lost, I only had 500 survive. So we're going to do it one more time. I think I'll get the victory, and then I make a huge fat finger blunder at the end again, guys. Watch this. So let's check it out again. I'm looking to see what's left on his side. And no, this is really reset. So actually what I did, guys, I accidentally clicked paused on the last two battles. I actually clicked pause on the last two battles, guys, when my fingers got all caught up on the left side of my screen trying to push the recall the troops because I sent the wrong troops out and things like that. So I actually pushed the wrong buttons and actually ended up stopping the recording. But I'll go right now live into it and show you guys the actual battle. I did end up winning one. So let's go into there and let's go live and check it out. So here we go, guys. Let's go back in there and let's let you guys see what I'm talking about. Here we go. All right, so the one here was right here, guys. Let's look at this one. This was the last one. We see I had 500. I lost 500. So let's go backwards again. I don't know if that's it or not. Here's what he has left, guys. In here, let's go from here with the battle. So I accidentally did click pause on, so fat finger all over the place, guys. So I accidentally click pause of the attack, and so you're gonna miss that. So I clicked pause accidentally trying to click the right buttons, so messed up. Just frustrating, man. So that's what he has in there, and here we go with the next attack. Let me just make sure I just did that right. Here it is. This is what he has in there. Familiars, troops. He is still in the same form. He's still in the same range phalanx. So that's what he lost, nothing. And this one here, you can see right there, I'm sending a cavalry march, but ended up with a infantry familiar in there. That was horrible. There's the familiars I have in there, which I'm gonna go back and let you guys see what familiars I have in there, which are I messed up. So we got that one, we got this one, we got stuns, and we have petrifies, and we have a Q hops. So we have a range familiar. We don't have any supposed to have a range familiar in there, guys. So how the hell did I click that one in there of all familiars? There we have stun and petrifies, and then another brutal bunny. So we got literally all the wrong familiars in there. That is stupid crazy, guys. That's really frustrating. I didn't even know that. I'm sending all, and you see I'm sending all cavalry. But I got these familiars in there that have nothing to do with cavalry. So that was such a blunder, guys. That was the worst blunder ever. So that's what happens when you're rushing. If you're not used to warring and having to rush because you don't have a lot of time to sit there doing a lot of things, you got to try to do it as quick as you can. You really got to be programmed, which I'm not. So that was a mistake there. There you can see the cost. I lost 7.3. He lost 1.2. I'm in a cavalry wedge. He's in a range phalanx. So I got all the wrong familiars in there, and he has all of the correct familiars in there. So let's go to the next one. Here's the next one. Okay, so now we take him down a little bit. We do have a lot. We have more troops left. And this is what I mean when I say, now at the last of the videos we did watch, the last of the videos that we just had there was when I attacked him. And then it was at the end, basically, and he reset because he took the base back from me. You'll see right here where I'm about to win. As you can see, he's knocked down right here. I'm in cavalry phalanx. I've switched to cavalry phalanx instead of a cavalry wedge. So I'm no longer in cavalry wedge. I'm in a cavalry phalanx. and he's in range wedge. So I am countering him, but I still have this wrong familiar in there, guys. As you can see there, I have that, I have that, I have that, and I have that, and I got the wrong familiar in there. And as I said, I went to change into my talents, but on this hit here, I didn't even change into my cavalry gear. I'm still in a mixed gear, guys. So multiple mistakes made there as well. Then I go and let's check this here. What we sent. Let's check that again. Check that again. You see what he has there. Only what he lost. So let's go into it again. That's what he lost. A few range only. Let's get to the next battle. This is where I did defeat him. I think I pretty much got everything correct. And of course, he had just a few less T5. He had a few less T5. He has 263, my 375. And this is how it went down, guys. Cavalry, stuns, cavalry, increased army, and petrifies. Still in cavalry phalanx. This is where I actually did beat him. This time here, but I didn't have my attack boost also, guys, because it ran out. So there you see it right there. What happened? I got into his T5 infantry this time, as well as damaged a little bit of everything else he has in there. So it shows the person can be beat. It's just about not only just having the right familiars and the right counters, but then I am almost 100. He has 263, I think it was. He had a total army of 263 to 375, so he is down 100k troops, guys. But like I said, this is a stronger account. He has all maxed out familiars. He is being countered, and so let's see what else is in here. I lost some calves, wounded, dead. So there you have that. So here's the biggest mistake was this one here, guys. Not only on top of all the other mistakes, here's your biggest mistake. As soon as I won this and he was kicked out of the base, he has his talent set, obviously, because he quickly sent another march in, which you're about to see right now. And I tried to recall and clicked the wrong button, guys. That's where it reached the point where I clicked the wrong buttons that you guys saw. Just a disaster. Clicked the wrong buttons. And I clicked the wrong buttons, stopped the recording. I stopped recording way before that, but I ended up clicking the wrong buttons again, guys. I tried to click recall and ended up hitting some other button. I don't know what it was. I don't know what I ended up hitting, guys, but just didn't hit the right button. And it pissed me off. So here it is right here, guys. Here's the defeat. Here's the destruction. 375 versus 316. 124 dead. 4 survived. And he countered me because he sent all range against my cavalry. So he knew I was going in cavalry. So he knew if he lost, he could automatically send range against my cavalry. But the problem was this, guys. The problem is that, and I didn't get capped, and that's good because he completely countered me, but I lost damn near everything except my siege. So the problem was, guys, is that we'll take a look at the video of that, or the animation of it. But the problem was, and there's this familiars there. My problem is that like I said, when he sent the army, I tried to recall mines and clicked the wrong button, and he's used speed, so I was not able to get my troops out of there. But I didn't get, thanks to the siege, I didn't get capped, because I could have easily got capped, guys, with being countered like that. And he has a cavalry. I have a cavalry phalanx. He has a range phalanx. So complete counter on phalanx, complete counter on troops. Let's take a look at it and how it went, because I could have got capped if I didn't have the siege in there. Just completely, guys. And like I said, I was able to have. I was all cavalry gear, all cavalry talents, and cavalry familiars. So I was ready for cavalry, and he came with infantry. So let's take a look at it, guys. The battle. Let's see how it goes. Just a demolishing, guys. So my cavalry, everything is bumping off immediately because I'm being countered immediately, guys. Everything is being destroyed. So just a slaughter, honestly, just a slaughter. That's just a slaughter. I guess he knew he was probably going to lose that. He was waiting to lose, and then he countered immediately. But the problem was I just wasn't able to recall. You know to recall if you're in the base in a one troop type, you know to come out of there if somebody's attacking. But I clicked the wrong button, guys, and couldn't come out, and I had to take a big L. So there you can see it right there. Yeah, just hanging there about strings, guys. Retreat. All right. So let's look at the one where he lost. Let's go to that one. And let's see that one. So under certain circumstances, you can beat a player that has much, much better gear than you. It's just about learning the right proper phalanx to send. You know, a lot of times people can, like I said, you guys can, you can, you can know what should be done, but in the moment of battle, it's about what you're custom or what you're programmed and what you have embedded in you. I'm talking about ingrained in you, fully in your practice to do. I mean, you fully are prepared what to do, and that's the difference between if you're constantly worn and you're constantly used to this, then you're constantly, for the most part, you'll push the same buttons, you'll do the same things because you know what is supposed to naturally happen. But if you're not used to it, you know, or if you just accidentally click some of the wrong buttons in the battle, in the heat of the battle, or make mistakes in the battle because of rushing or whatever, then that's different. So there you see the cavalry, the victory there that I got there. And so yeah, we lost that next one, and then that was pretty much it, guys. There he was in there. The last time he was in there is right here. He came back with the same formation, 20% army boost with the familiars, and ready basically to start the whole war over again. Which I could have. I could have went ahead and tried again a cavalry phalanx, full cavalry phalanx. But my thing was this: I wasn't sure if he was going to change his phalanx, or I wasn't sure if he had all the exact heroes. I don't think he has all the exact heroes, guys, because he switched them up. Because the first time he had, I think he had different familiars the first time. He still has Berserk as his leader, but I think his familiars changed. So let's take a look of when we scouted him. Let's go take a different look of the scout, where he has those. So he has Dream, Witch, or whatever her name is, Somtress. So that's what he has there. And then he switched to, and here's what he had there. Same thing. And then I think he kept the same ones. He might have kept the same ones. Oops, let's go back up again. Yeah, he actually kept the same heroes. So there must be, he's keeping all his army heroes, basically. So yeah, he's the better man, guys. There he is. He must be fighting because he's in his gear. Let's take a look at his artifacts again. 22 blast, 7 and 51 levels, 484 stars. A lot of kills. Uh, so he fought a good battle. Shout out to him. That was cool. Um, I just had a horrible day as far as just making a lot of mental mistakes. And it always happens because I was not even going to be involved with KVK this time because I already don't have my bunny. I activated it with the last video you guys saw, so I really wasn't even going to participate in KVK this time. But then I saw I had my phone open and I saw some notifications about the base in the other kingdom, so I went on over and started to help, which basically just a gain. I was just basically going to gain KVK solo points. That's all. And then it turned into a one-on-one battle. But I guess you should always be ready. Don't get on the battlefield if you're not ready to war. Pretty simple as that. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for tuning in again. We'll get back to another video another time. Thanks for watching. Always, I appreciate it. Oh, this is nothing, guys. That is it. So that's it for now. Who is the squad here now? Here. MX squad. What they got in there, guys? See what's going on in here. They have a leader in there. They have 375. They have a full squad in there. Total troops 27. A 422 in there. Yeah. It's not bad. 422 or 424, something like that. It said because they had a lot of, yeah. In Type T4 they have 424 in there. And I don't know who this person is. He's got some kills, 1 blast, 727 levels. And you have it, guys. All right, so we'll come back at the end of KVK, and if we decide to try to fight for a base, if we have players online, then we'll do that. If not, then we will box. That's my guy Andy there. He is a good fighter, guys. Everybody else is burned rubber. People are not in war gear. I hope they are online. They just kind of like just chilling out of war gear. I'm in my fake gear as well, which I don't care. You guys know me. Maybe they don't care either. But let's get out of here, guys. That was enough for the end. I'm so frustrated with this KVK. I'm disappointed, man. I'm just disappointed in just so many of the mental errors that I make, mental mistakes. Just, I don't know why. Just clicking the wrong buttons repeatedly. Yeah, you guys didn't get to see the worst of it. It was horrible. But, hey, we had some fun. Did we get some kills? Hey, we had 392, guys. So we got some kills. That's all the kills we're going to get. But we might get to rally somebody. We'll see, guys. Maybe I get to rally somebody. If so, hopefully I can get recorded and not push pause and then push play again after it's done. So we'll see. But take care, guys. Have a good weekend. Have a happy KVK. I'm out.